everybody. Okay, I wanted to give you guys an example of what happens when I come on to talk about something specific. In this case, we're going to walk you through very briefly your first contact with Dallis Law Firm when you are a client. Obviously, as an agent, it's a little bit different. You actually would make the first contact with us. Let us know that your client is interested in using Dallis Law Firm as their closing attorney, buyer side, seller side. If you're coming to us for a refinance, obviously you're not going to have an agent, but overall, this will apply to everyone. So the first thing that we're going to do once we hear that we need to work with you is get a way to contact you by email. Now, the few of you out there that maybe don't use email, don't use the internet to provide information, you're not likely to see this video, so this isn't necessarily referenced to you, but please know if you do have clients that do not like to fill things out online, we of course always have PDFs available and we can print those out and mail them, although it will take a very long time, or we can email them to you. You can print them out for your client, or your client can print them out and scan them, fax them, walk them in. So what happens is you actually get a welcome email. Now, if we don't have an email for the client, it goes to the agent, but we try to get it out as quickly as possible. I am personally not in the office, so you won't see the email coming from me, but any of the lovely people that are there will send it out. Included in that email is a link. That link is actually going to take you to the Dallis Law Firm website and any one of a few different information sheets. There's the site for you. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Information sheets is where you're actually going to go. And it's going to take you, depending on the email that you get, to one of the appropriate links. Let's go ahead and say you need to refinance. Well, this is what it's going to look like for you. This is the initial page that you're going to get. You're refinancing your home. We're saying thank you. Your online submission form is here. You're going to find all of our contact information there. We have actually moved. Our Somerville office is not 402 North Main Street, but we will get that updated. The first thing you're going to do is fill out the property address being refinanced, and you can't go anywhere until you do that. We're going to fake it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put in whatever you want. Please try to put in the right address. Property being financed by you, by your LLC, so on and so forth. Important question here. Are you going to be attending the closing? Now, if you're buying or refinancing, you may not have a choice, but sellers do have a choice to sign by power of attorney. Buyers sometimes, refinances sometimes. Talk to your lender if you're on that side before you ask for that. If you're not attending, who's going to be your power of attorney? Now, we can provide a power of attorney for you. We do know third parties that can sign up and be a power of attorney for you, but it's information that if you want somebody in particular, you need to fill out for us. Your social security number, especially as a seller, is important. Please know that when you sell property in South Carolina, it does have to be reported to the IRS. That's what we need it for. We can't sell it without it. There's also chances you have judgments out there, liens out there, or people with your name have those things. We need to decide whether or not it's you, if you need to pay it, and how to move forward. A lot of times we can't clear title without that information. Now, anybody who's uncomfortable, again, providing that information online, guess what? Zeros work. Enter them, call with the information. That is perfectly acceptable. Your phone number, we need to know how to reach you. Yes, most of our communication is going to be through email, especially for me, because I'm not actually at Dallis Law Firm's office. I work completely remotely, but I am here to answer any questions you might have. Now, it may not let me get too much further because I actually didn't fill out a lot of the required information. You'll see things with an asterisk. That just means it has to fill out or it's not going to let you go any further. Here's what happens when you try. Whoops. So we can type whatever we want. Trust, if you hit trust, and you'll know if your property is in a trust, please know we are going to expect information from you. Okay? We're going to expect you to give us something. All right, that should get us through to the next page. Don't do what I'm doing. Don't randomly fill things out. It confuses people. You'll see another short list here. We try to divide everything up so it makes sense in small groups. What this is, it's not asking about the loan that you're getting. Okay, if you're refinancing, which is what this is, we're not looking for your new loan. They're looking for you're refinancing with no previous loans. You're refinancing and there's one loan left. Or you've got multiple mortgages on the property, which includes HELOCs, lines of equity. It also includes if you got a second mortgage that you thought was down payment assistance. If they recorded a mortgage, that means you too. Okay, list it there. Any outstanding liens and judgments, you're not always aware. You're going to make everybody's life easier, though, if you're honest about it, because we do a 40-year title search. If it's out there, they're going to find it. It's going to come up. All right, your last page is here. Pick an office. Their main office is 1721 Ashley River Road in West Ashley. You can also go to our Somerville office at 106 North Pine Street when we can do it. It is a satellite office. We cannot be there 24 hours. And nobody wants to close late at night, guys. But we'll do what we got to do for you. Information we feel you feel we need. Again, most of it's not going to come to me. But if you think it's important to know, like you work third shift, please don't call between noon and 8 p.m. Put that information there. We want to accommodate you as best we can. So you're going to submit, and it's just going to say thanks for doing this, giving you a phone number to call to confirm if you want to confirm, and the email address, closings@dblawsc.com. Write them down, keep them somewhere, put them in your phone if you want to. That's the best way to communicate with the office. It's there for you. Once you get through this, you are going to have to do a lot of kind of waiting. I hate to put it like that, but you're going to wait. Loans don't happen overnight. Selling your house doesn't happen overnight. Buying your house doesn't happen overnight. I wish it did. Maybe not. That would make my job a little difficult. So that kind of takes you through the initial process. So yes, that initial email is real. Yes, that link is real. We want you to fill it out. If you don't know how, if you're struggling, if there's information you don't want to give, I just showed you, there's lots of ways to get around the information. If you need to go back and look for it later. Now, if you are actually buying and selling, that list there is a little bit longer. It's going to ask you about HOAs, things called CL100s, which is a termite report, home warranties, homeowners insurance. That's all going to be important moving down the road. Sellers, you're going to see a question there about commission. You may have to ask your agents. You may not know exactly what you signed up for, but we're looking for your total commission that is being paid out. Most of the time, let's say it's 6%. Most of the time, they're splitting it 3 and 3. Not always. There can be administrative fees. You can add that. I've seen them anywhere $300, $500, $800. I've seen as much as $1,000. They're normal. Tell us as much as you can. It'll make the process faster. It'll make it easier. It'll make communication a lot simpler when we already know what you're talking about. That's just the start. Obviously, the closing process is long, but I wanted to give you guys a quick idea of what these videos will be like and if they're going to be helpful. Hopefully that did help you. If not, go ahead and slide on by. You don't have to rewatch it. If you think it's going to be helpful for you or your clients moving forward, you are welcome to share the video. It's strictly here for your information. So thanks, everybody. Enjoy your night or morning by the time you watch this, and I'll catch you all later.